That flattery stuff is not it. Why do you want to get your reward on this side of heaven when there is greater treasure in heaven? January 7th, 2025. A proverb of the day that goes along with the actual date. Y'all, the title for this one, Another Warning About Immoral Woman. That's a pattern. Follow my advice, my son. Always treasure my commands. Obey my commands and live. Guard my instructions as you guard your own eyes. Tie them on your fingers as a reminder. Write them deep within your heart. Love wisdom like a sister. Make insight a beloved member of your family. Let them protect you from an affair with an immoral woman, from listening to the flattery of a promiscuous woman. While I was at the window of my house, looking through the curtain, I saw some naive young men, and in one in particular who lacked common sense. He was crossing the street near the house of an immoral woman, strolling down the path by her house. It was at twilight, in the evening, as deep darkness fell. The woman approached him, seductively dressed and sly of heart. She was the brash, rebellious type, never content to stay at home. She is often in the streets and markets, soliciting at every corner. She threw her arms around him and kissed him. And with a brazen look, she said, "I've just made my peace offerings and fulfilled my vows. You're the one I was looking for. I came out to find you, and here you are. My bed is spread with beautiful blankets, with colored sheets of Egyptian linen. I've perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let's drink our fill of love until morning. Let's enjoy each other's caresses. For my husband is not home. He's away on a long trip. He has taken a wallet full of money with him and won't return until later this month." So she seduced him with her pretty speech and enticed him with her flattery. He followed her at once, like an ox going to the slaughter. He was like a stag caught in a trap, awaiting the arrow that would pierce its heart. He was like a bird flying into a snare, little knowing it would cost him his life. So listen to me, my sons, and pay attention to my words. Don't let your hearts stray away toward her. Don't wander down her wayward path, for she has been the ruin of many. Many men have been her victims. Her house is the road to the grave. Her bedroom is the den of death. If you're single and you're trying to wonder what an actual godly woman looks like, fast forward to Proverbs 31. But if you want to know what destruction and worldly and an immoral woman looks like, read Proverbs 7 again, verse 4 through 5. Love wisdom like a sister. Make insight a beloved member of your family. Let them protect you from an affair with an immoral woman, from listening to the flattery of a promiscuous woman. If you choose that, in verse 7, it literally says, I saw some naive young men, and one in particular who lacked common sense. So if you're partaking in these deeds, it literally says you are one who lacks common sense. There's lack of discernment, there's lack of wisdom, because it's not of God. I just got to insert this for a second. Whether you're female or male in the dating realm, if the opposite gender is provoking you to lose your purity, whether it be through words or physically, they are not the one. I'm sorry, it's not it. And if they are, there needs to be some separation time to seek the Father and change from those ways before anything is to take place. The right person for you is going to protect your purity at all cost. And I just want to encourage you, if you're the one that has that like enticement of wanting that and wanting that from the other person, and you are not in covenant marriage, I humbly ask you to humble yourself, repent, because that is not of God, and that will literally lead to utter destruction. That flattery stuff is not it. Why do you want to get your reward on this side of heaven when there is greater treasure in heaven? This specific situation, like it says in 19, for my husband is not home. This woman is married. So she is causing this man to stumble that she's inviting into her home, but also for herself, she is committing adultery. Verse 21, so she seduced him with her pretty speech. Y'all, that should be the first red flag. Like, hearing all the things you want to hear and all that, like, no. Literally, if you keep on reading verse 22, it literally says he was like a stag caught in a trap. Like, these enticing words is literally demonic agendas that want to try to trap you. And then there goes the heart cry of the fathers. Verse 24, so listen to me, my sons, and pay attention to my words. Don't let your heart stray away toward her. Don't wander down her wayward path, for she has been the ruin of many. Many men have been her victims. You don't want to be a victim. Her house is the road to the grave. Her bedroom is the den of death.